Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. So let's talk about something that a lot of us find really scary. Public speaking. I've gotten so many questions about this, so I wanted to create a complete guide to help you out. We're going to go through some simple, actionable steps that have personally helped me a ton. I'm really glad you're here today, and I can't wait to share this with you. How to master public speaking. A guide to finding your voice and speaking with confidence. Imagine you are in a room full of people, and all eyes turn to you. You've been asked to share your thoughts, perhaps in a team meeting, at a family celebration, or during a project presentation. In that instant, a wave of panic can wash over you. Your heart begins to race, your palms feel damp, and the brilliant ideas you had just moments ago seem to vanish into thin air. If this scenario feels deeply familiar, you are in good company. The fear of public speaking, known as glossophobia, is one of the most widespread anxieties people experience, often feared more than heights or spiders.
The most important truth to grasp, however, is that public speaking is not an innate talent reserved for a select few. It is a skill. And like any other skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. Think of it like learning to drive a car. At first, the process feels overwhelming and fraught with a dozen things to remember at once. But with guidance and practice, your actions become smoother, your confidence grows, and eventually, you can navigate the road with ease. This guide will serve as your roadmap, breaking down the art of public speaking into understandable and manageable steps. By embracing these principles, you can transform your fear into a source of energy and learn to share your ideas in a way that is clear, compelling, and uniquely you.
The first step on this journey is not about what you say, but about how you feel. To conquer the fear, you must first understand it. The physical reactions you experience, the racing heart, the shaky hands, the shallow breathing, are not a sign of weakness. They are the product of your body's ancient and powerful fight or flight response. In the eyes of your primal brain, a room full of staring faces can be misinterpreted as a threat, much like a predator in the wild. Your body then floods with adrenaline to prepare you to either fight for your life or run for safety. This response is perfectly normal. It's just a faulty alarm in a modern setting. Acknowledging this biological reaction is liberating because it means your nerves are not a personal failing, but a natural human instinct. Once you understand this energy, you can learn to reframe it. The physical sensations of anxiety are nearly identical to those of excitement. The only true difference lies in the story you tell yourself. Instead of interpreting a racing heart as a sign of impending doom, you can choose to see it as your body giving you the energy you need to deliver a vibrant and passionate speech. The next time you feel that nervous surge, Try telling yourself, I am not nervous, I am excited. I am excited to share my message, and this energy will help me connect with my audience. This simple shift in perspective can fundamentally change your experience, turning a source of dread into a wellspring of power. This transformation is further strengthened when you shift your focus away from yourself and onto your audience. Anxiety often stems from self-conscious questions like, "What if I look foolish?" or "What will they think of me?" The cure is to reframe your speech not as a performance to be judged, but as a gift to be given. You are there to provide value, to inform, to persuade, to inspire, or to entertain. When you focus on helping your audience, they cease to be a panel of critics and become partners in a shared experience.
With a healthier mindset established, you can begin the practical work of building your speech, as confidence is overwhelmingly a byproduct of excellent preparation. The most articulate and seemingly effortless speakers are often the most meticulously prepared. This process begins with a clear purpose. You must know whether your primary goal is to teach your audience new information, persuade them to adopt a certain viewpoint, inspire them to action, or simply entertain them. This goal will influence every choice you make. Equally important is knowing your audience. You must consider who they are, what they already know about your topic, and what they care about most. Tailoring your language, examples, and message to their specific needs and interests is the difference between a speech that is merely delivered and one that is truly received. Every great speech, no matter its length, is built around a single, powerful core message. This is the one sentence you want your audience to remember long after you finish speaking. A strong core message acts as a lighthouse, guiding all of your content and ensuring that every story, statistic, and point serves a unified purpose. To deliver this message effectively, you need a clear structure. The most timeless and effective structure is a simple three-part arc: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Your introduction must immediately grab the audience's attention with a compelling hook, such as a surprising fact, a provocative question, or a short, relatable story. Following the hook, you should state your core message and briefly outline the main points you will cover. The body of your speech is where you will elaborate on your core message, and the most effective way to organize it is by using the rule of 3. The human brain is naturally drawn to patterns, and a structure of 3 main points is both memorable and satisfying. For each point, follow a simple formula. State your point clearly, support it with evidence like a story or data, and then explain why it matters to your audience. This clear, logical progression makes your argument easy to follow and retain. Finally, your conclusion should land the plane smoothly and powerfully. Avoid letting your speech trail off. Instead, crisply summarize your 3 main points. Restate your core message in a fresh and impactful way, and end with a memorable call to action or a final, thought-provoking statement that leaves a lasting impression.
When you are writing your speech, it is wise to avoid scripting it word for word. Memorizing a full script can make you sound robotic and can lead to panic if you forget a single word. A far better approach is to use note cards with bullet points or key words. This provides a safety net while encouraging a more natural, conversational delivery that allows you to truly connect with your listeners. Once your speech is structured and outlined, the next critical phase is rehearsal. Practice is what bridges the gap between the ideas on your note cards and a fluent, confident delivery. Effective practice is not about silent reading. It is about building muscle memory by speaking the words out loud. Your first few run-throughs will likely feel awkward, but pushing through these initial stumbles is essential for identifying clunky phrasing and awkward transitions. As you practice, it is crucial to time your speech to ensure it fits within your allotted time, respecting both your audience and the event schedule.
To truly elevate your rehearsal, you must embrace the most powerful and often most uncomfortable tool available: recording yourself. Watching a video of your own performance provides an objective perspective that you can never get otherwise. You will notice your filler words like and see your unconscious fidgeting, and hear whether your vocal tone conveys energy and interest. While it can be cringe-inducing at first, this process allows you to become your own best coach, identifying specific areas for improvement. The final stage of practice is to perform in front of a small, friendly audience, even if it's just one trusted friend or family member. This helps you acclimate to the feeling of being watched in a low-stakes environment and allows you to gather invaluable feedback on the clarity and impact of your message. On the day of your speech, how you deliver your message becomes just as important as the words themselves. Your voice and body are powerful instruments of communication. Your voice should be dynamic, not monotone. You can achieve this by varying your volume to create emphasis, altering your pace to build excitement or add gravity, and allowing your vocal pitch to rise and fall naturally with your emotions. One of the most potent vocal tools is the pause. A deliberate silence before or after a key statement gives your audience time to absorb your point and adds a sense of weight and authority to your words. It is always better to pause than to fill the silence with a filler word. Your body language speaks volumes before you even utter a word. Stand tall with your feet planted firmly, a posture that conveys confidence. Use your hands to make natural, open gestures that punctuate your points, rather than keeping them hidden in pockets or crossed defensively. Most importantly, make genuine eye contact. Scan the room and connect with individual audience members for a few seconds at a time. This simple act builds a bridge of trust and makes each person feel like you are speaking directly to them.
If you are using visual aids like slides, remember that they are there to support you, not to be the main event. Even with the best preparation, you will likely feel a surge of adrenaline on the day of your talk. In the hours before, it helps to avoid caffeine, which can amplify jitters, and to engage in some light physical activity to burn off excess nervous energy. In the final minutes before you take the stage, focus on calming your physical symptoms. Practice deep, slow breathing to lower your heart rate. Ground yourself by focusing on the sensation of your feet on the floor, an act that pulls you out of an anxious mind and into the present moment. If you make a mistake during your speech, the most important thing to remember is that your audience is far more forgiving than you are. They are unlikely to notice a small stumble, and if they do, they will forget it instantly. The key is to not draw attention to it by apologizing. Simply pause, take a breath, and continue with confidence. Your ability to recover gracefully is more impressive than a flawless, robotic performance.
After your speech, the opportunity for growth continues. Take a moment for reflection. Celebrate what went well, and identify one or two specific things you would do differently next time. This constructive self-assessment is the cornerstone of continuous improvement. If possible, seek feedback from a trusted source, asking specific questions like, "What was the clearest point I made?" Or, "What is one thing I could do to be more engaging next time?" Every speaking opportunity, from a brief comment in a meeting to a formal presentation, is a chance to practice and refine your skills. By embracing this mindset of lifelong learning, you can even master more challenging situations, like handling a question and answer session with poise, or delivering a clear, impromptu opinion using a simple framework like PREP, stating your point, giving a reason, providing an example, and restating your point.
Ultimately, learning to speak in public is about more than just overcoming fear. It is about unlocking your ability to share your ideas, to lead, to connect, and to contribute. Your voice, your experiences, and your perspective are valuable, and the world is deprived when they remain unheard. By viewing public speaking as a learnable skill, and by diligently applying the principles of preparation, practice, and authentic delivery, you can embark on a transformative journey. You can move from a place of anxiety to one of confidence, ready to stand before any audience and share your message with the power and clarity it deserves.
And so we arrive at the end of our journey together. From the silent grip of fear to the liberating power of a confident voice, we have explored the roots of our anxiety, discovering that it is a natural, human response that we can learn to manage and even harness. We have laid down a practical blueprint for success, built on the solid foundations of thoughtful preparation, intentional practice, and authentic delivery. The path from a racing heart and a blank mind to a clear, compelling message is now laid out before you.
The greatest takeaway from this guide is not a single tip or trick, but a fundamental shift in mindset. Public speaking is not an inborn talent, but a skill cultivated through effort and repetition. Confidence is not a magical gift you are born with. It is a result you build, one speech at a time. Every meeting, every presentation, and every opportunity to share your ideas is a chance to strengthen that skill. There will be moments of imperfection, but these are not failures, they are learning opportunities. The goal is not a flawless performance, but a genuine connection with your audience. You now possess the tools and the understanding to begin this transformation. Trust in your preparation. Focus on the value you are giving to others, and be kind to yourself throughout the process. Your ideas deserve to be heard. Your stories deserve to be told. Your voice has power, and it is ready to change the room. A final thank you to you, the reader. Thank you for investing your time and attention in reading this guide. In a world of endless distractions, your commitment to learning and self-improvement is truly commendable. My goal was to provide a clear, encouraging, and practical roadmap that would demystify the art of public speaking and make it accessible to everyone. It has been a privilege to share these ideas with you. Remember that every expert was once a beginner, and every confident speaker once felt the same fear you may be feeling now. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate your small victories along the way, and never forget the unique value of what you have to say. I wish you the very best on your speaking journey. Now go and let your voice be heard.